Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial is on this look right here, which is inspired by Queen Clarion from the Pixie Hollow movies. And if you're not familiar with that series, she's like the queen of the fairies. So if this is something that you would like to learn how to do, then just keep watching. To start with, I'm applying my primer. I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Mattifying Primer, and I'm just blending that all over my skin using my fingers. And then to move on to foundation, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible in the shade Porcelain. I'm dotting that over my skin before blending it in with my Real Techniques buffing brush. You can use a BB cream, a tinted moisturizer, whatever you prefer. This is just what I prefer to do, and you can use your fingers or a beauty blender or whatever you prefer. I just prefer to use a brush for this. Then going in with concealer, I'm using the Naked Skin Concealer from Urban Decay. I'm using the shade Light Warm. This is just to conceal. I'm not highlighting with this, which is why I'm using this shade, and I'm using my Real Techniques setting brush just to blend that out. Then to add a little bit of extra coverage and a little bit of brightness, I'm using the Rimmel Lasting Finish Concealer in the shade Porcelain, and I'm using my fingers to apply this to my skin and then blending it out. Then to set everything in place, I'm using Rimmel's Stay Matte Pressed Powder in Transparent, and I'm using my Real Techniques powder brush just to apply that all over my skin. I went in and did my brows next, and I used my Soap & Glory Archery pencil. And I'm in the shade Blonde Shell, and I'm just going right over this. I'm just filling them in as I naturally would, and then using the spoolie to brush through them. Moving on to the eyes, I took Eternal Gold from Maybelline in this cream shade right here. This is the colour Tattoo, and I just blended it all over my lid and crease area using my finger. Then I took this shade right here from a Rimmel Quad palette, and then I just applied that over the top of the colour Tattoo just to set it in place. To intensify that, I took this gold eyeshadow from L'Oreal. It's in the colour Gold Mania, and I just used my finger to apply that over the top. This is insanely pigmented, I love it! Then going into the Little Mix Loves palette from the collection, I took this shade right here called Sunkissed on a fluffy brush and just applied that to the crease and outer V area, creating a kind of winged out effect. And I took it up towards my brow bones because I have quite hooded lids, and then underneath my lash line as well. Taking a metallic gold eyeliner from Barry M, I first lined my upper lash line and winged it out, as you can see right here, and brought it back in. I went over this several times just to get this really pigmented effect. Then I winged it out about 3 extra times in like different angles just to create this kind of quadruple wing. I don't know what to call it. It just wings. And then on the inner corner as well, I brought it down, I extended it downwards, and then just connected it to the lower lash line. And then brought it all the way along the lower lash line to those 4 points that we made. Then I just thickened up those 4 points as well. You need to go over this a couple of times. Then I took this shadow right here called Brass from Wet n Wild. It is a glitter shadow. And just using my finger, I just patted this all over. It has quite a tacky texture, so it's perfect for what we're going to do next. Then taking the Sleek Eye palette, I took this shade right here called Cream Tea and applied this to my lid using my finger. It'll look insanely bright. And then I took Gold Mania again and just pat it over the top of that just to bring it down a little bit. Then I went over my lash line with the Barry M eyeliner. Then I took this eyeliner from Kiko and lined my waterline. Then taking Duo's lash glue, I applied glue to the points, the lower corner and my inner corner. And then just applied stick-on gems. These can stick on without adhesive, but if you want them to stay for a while, I used the lash glue. And then I applied 3 on the inner corner. Then I curled my eyelashes. And for mascara, I used MAC's Extended Play Giga Black Lash on my top lashes and my lower lashes. To warm up my skin, I used Bellissima's Terra del Sol bronzer, and I used this on a 17 blush brush just to give my skin some warmth and a little bit of like shimmer, but not too much because there's plenty of fallout from some of those shadows. Then for blush, I took Max Factor's Cream Puff Blush in Lovely Pink. And on my Look Good Feel Better blush brush, just applied this to the apples of my cheeks just to give a nice flush. For lipstick, I took Max Factor's lipstick in Sun Bronze and just applied that to my lips. And then over the top of that, I took Gold Mania onto my finger and applied it to the center of my lips. And then used my Real Techniques detailer brush just to blend the two together. Then for highlight, I used Becca's Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop, her collaboration with Jaclyn Hill, and applied this to my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, my chin, my forehead, because she's a fairy, she's gonna be glowing, and then I just dabbed it over my temples as well. And that is it. That is my Queen Clarion inspired makeup tutorial. I have a more wearable one in a pictorial form on my blog. I will link it down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!